The Australian clean energy industry is, of course, deeply connected and in many ways very reliant on the global clean energy ecosystem. There's a lot of focus and attention at the moment on the United States, some pretty dramatic events and a lot of speculation about their upcoming election and, of course, what it means for Australia. I spoke just last week to the Australian newspaper about the risks and implications to the Inflation Reduction Act. I actually think they're quite low given the positive effect it's had on Republican states in the United States. Of course, what does happen there will impact investment flows into and out of Australia. It impacts the flow of technology and, of course, the workforce here in Australia. So we care. But I think the other thing that not many people noticed last week was just as significant, and that was the Australian Energy Minister, Chris Bowen, visited China, the first Australian Energy Minister in quite many years to go and visit China. And I think this is part of a concerted effort by the Australian government to really re-establish much more mature working relationship with China. As we know, China is critically important to the Australian clean energy sector, particularly technology, but also investment and partnership on the critical challenges and opportunities for the clean energy transition here in Australia. All of these things, as well as many other rules around trade, taxation, foreign investment, these are all really important measures that the Clean Energy Council team are working closely on with the Australian government, with different agencies, and of course with many of the partner countries and their representatives here in Australia. All of this, of course, a reminder that we are part of a global community, and open and free trade is something that's been at the backbone of the Australian economy and, of course, the clean energy sector. And that's something that we'll continue to champion, continue to work with, and make sure that Australia gets the best from what's happening around the world, and that supports and accelerates our energy transition here in Australia.